How long has it been? Like half a year or something like that? I haven't done anything with my life, by the way. In case if you got your hopes up, maybe they were doing something to help their life or whatever. No, I have not been. I've just been going to college, really. I still haven't reviewed the gift Ugly Rich gave me for Christmas from like last year either, so I'm awful. Also, I'm using my computer because this thing is breaking apart. I've only kind of stuck this together with some super glue. Yeah, it's not working out. Also, just the top part is about to break. I don't know, unimportant things. Anyway, I feel kind of like I'm going downhill, you know? I kind of feel like I'm gonna go, just crash down to earth. Much like someone in particular who was in a ship, much like Transformers Earthrise Starscream. Wow! Great segue, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty good at that. Choo. This is awful. Anyway, I did want to take a look at the packaging first beforehand, so I'm just gonna raise this up. Just gonna hide my face from view because it's gonna get real shiny. There we go. Also, you can see the stickers on my computer. Yay! So here you can see that this is actually different from the Siege packaging. I know I haven't done any reviews on Siege figures, and I don't actually have Siege packaging either because I've thrown it all away, except for these parts. The parts with the character pictures, because typically they have like blacklight features and that sort of thing, and it's all nice and good. But I haven't actually kept the whole packaging. But I do rather like the motif here. Rather than red, they've gone with a more green. I guess it's more kind of glitchy in a sense. Like see, there's this bit with the Decepticon symbol. It's all glitchy and whoa, and no Galvatron, and no, and Starscream being, you have failed, Megatron, and that sort of thing. And that's not what he sounds like. But yeah, it's quite nice. I do like it. But what they have done to replace the black light feature is this sort of insert in the packaging. Oh, Hermione, no! Don't fall. Not yet. The glitch motif continues on here. It's all very well and good. From what I've heard, though, usually these characters are meant to have their own... I guess... Whoop, there goes the autofocus correct thing. These characters are supposed to have, apparently, their own kind of dedicated planet. Like, I know one of them has the planet of Junk, another one has Velocitron, that sort of thing. But Starscream doesn't actually get anything. You get a decoder, kind of like the G1 figures. But as you can see, there's nothing there. Only lines connecting some other planets. So, he has nowhere he belongs. Oh, well. You can move over here, Hermione. You just take a nap. You're a bubba. But anyway, moving on. Let's get a few size comparisons in here, huh? Yeah. Now, most people would be expecting me to have Siege Starscream to be able to compare him with, but I never actually picked him up. Mostly because I wasn't really drawn to it. I was mostly drawn to this as soon as I saw the announcements. But you know what I do have? I have Dollar Store Starscream. Yay! It's a very, very legitimate size comparison. And no, I don't have the G1. No, I don't have the Classics version either. I don't have the Masterpiece. I have other Dollar Store Starscream. Yay! This is going great, huh? Oh, although, in all seriousness, one figure that I actually do have, who is Starscream's mold mate from Siege, happens to be Thundercracker, so, that's not too bad, huh? Oh, not notched in. There we go. Whoop. So as you can see, they're kind of, Starscream has a bigger wingspan, obviously, because he's supposed to be like a real jet. But this is a very unique mold, and it is like bulkier, just because they don't actually spread out the bulk throughout the plane, unlike Starscream. But yeah, it's a very distinct mold. You know, it's completely different. Although they do kind of evoke. Whoa, sorry about that. They do kind of evoke sort of G1 Starscream's look in the robot mode of the Tetrajet. So that's not too bad. Also, this computer that I'm using is very bulky, so I'm kind of, that's why I keep bumping into it, and that's why I'm gonna have to give him a bear hug when I transform Starscream. But anyway, oh, I forgot to mention a couple of things, by the way. This comes with landing gear, and apparently there's a hinge here, so I feel like it's supposed to fold out. Pretty sure it's landing gear anyway, because it looks like there are wheels, and it notches in. But there is no way that I can actually unfold this. I've tried every which way. I've even tried using my teeth. It doesn't really work. And one more thing I would have loved to have had would be these little null ray blasts. He does come with null rays, obviously, but I would have liked to have had blasts to go with them. And, you know, some people might say, well, they come with the Battle Masters, don't they? The little dudes that turn into weapons? And they do, but I don't want to buy a second Battle Master just to get the effects parts, because they're about $7 each one here in New York, without tax, by the way. So really about $8. I don't think it's worth paying that much money just to get little effects parts and a figure that you're not really going to end up using at all. I'm just, you know, it's just my 2 cents. But oh well. Anyhow. They're actually, I don't really have any problems with transformation. I tried transforming this a couple times off camera. I slowly got used to it. It's not too bad. You know, after you get used to it. Anyhow, let's start with the legs first. So, the wings kind of notch into a few places here and here. So you kind of gotta, like, move them. Swing them around. There we go. And this wing isn't so bad, but this wing, as you could very clearly see, it likes to detach itself very easily. So, you kind of gotta be careful with that. That is the one warning, and I guess maybe quality control issue that I've had to report so far. So it's not too bad, I guess. Anyway, we move up there we go, the hip plate, or the crotch plate, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, move these down. There we go, that way we can uncompress them leggies. And we have to make sure that these notch into these, of course. So, there we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And, oh, yes, I forgot. We fold these up, of course. And then we have to, oh, there goes the other one. Well, you can just stay there. Penalty for you. Anywho. Let's work on the feet. This is very, very slowly falling apart. I can feel it. I can smell it. Anyway, 5th time's the charm, huh? Yep, that's how many times I've tried filming this. There we go. I've had something fall apart on me. Anyway, we also move these up, and for some reason the wings kind of like to move in conjunction with the back part of the foot. At least that's how I've had it happen whenever I've transformed this into his plane mode, or his jet mode, which is a little bit odd, I guess, but it's not too bad. You can still move them independently of each other. Well, yeah, also split the leggies. There we go. Move that down. Lower body, done. Yay. Now, actually, I may as well move this around as well. You, madam, may come back. You do serve a purpose, after all. There we go. Okay, now let's move on to just the rest of them, basically, I guess. Open up the chest, and then the arms themselves, do something similar to the legs, meaning that you have to kind of uncompress them and then recompress them and that sort of thing, and it's all right, although it is a little bit more finicky than the legs I've found. out to the sides, and then this is kind of where things get a little weird, a little funky dunky. Let's see. You do have to open these up, but I keep forgetting which side it is. I think it's just this side. Yeah, there we go. So this, you open up. I'm very sorry that the camera is not focusing when it needs to. Oh well, it's too late. There we go. So, this notch has to be in a specific position in order for you to be able to, you know, tab everything in, like this notch into this notch, or into actually this little bit. There we go. It's not too bad, but I found it rather annoying whenever I've had to transform him again back into jet mode. That's when the transformation actually gets a little bit like, I don't like it. But he does look really good, so I don't know. It's not too bad, I guess, you know. Gotta compromise somewhere, huh? Much like a relationship. Like this relationship that we have to our beloved Starscream. All hail Starscream. Here we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sir, you stay there. Okay. Last but not least is the head. So, gotta untab this bit. This kind of reminds me of the G1. I don't actually have a G1 Starscream, but I have thrust. And even one of the dollar store Starscreams, even this one, does something similar with the head, which is where you like, and obviously you unclip that bit, and then here, kind of gotta do the thing, and then on this swivel hinge system, gotta turn that around, then compress, then you gotta, you know, fold that in, and then fold that back, make a little dance, do a little love, get down tonight. There. Wait, that's the wrong way. No. Okay. I think we're done. Are we done? I think we're done. Pretty sure we're done. Anyway, there we go. There's Starscream. References to other reviewers were not intentional. And, yeah, we put on the null rays, of course. Null ray blasters? I don't know. They kind of change their names sometimes, don't they? But oh well. So, yeah. There's Starscream. Oh, and, forgot. I'm just gonna get the size comparisons ready. Hold on. Okay. There goes my phone. Yay! So far, this isn't too bad, right? Right. Yay! Anywho, Starscream himself, as you can see, looks fantastic. My god, he looks like he was ripped straight out of the show. He looks good. He's looking quite good. And, you know, everything is clean as far as I've seen. Nothing really, no paint slop, no scuffing bits either. Nothing that I can see. There's like gunmetal gray here on the little feetsies and stuff, and on the little leggies, and that's all well and good. It's not too bad. But yeah, I love him, but then here's where I again kind of nitpick. Not in terms of quality control issues, but just in terms of how the figure was made. See, actually first I'm going to do the articulation, because that's what it has to do with. So the head is on a ball joint. Also, he looks very, very pretty. Very nice. It's on a ball joint. It can kind of wiggle. You can kind of get a little bit of motion. Can't really look up, though. You can look down a decent bit. The arms can do a 360. There we go. Nice little bits. They do go in and out. I think, yeah, they can still kind of shift on this thing, or maybe it's because I mistransformed it, and due to my nervousness, I won't go back and try and fix it. Oh well, the world may never know. And the arms, see, this is where the complaint starts. See, you can do the swivel, and you can do basically all the kind of the more standard transformery stuff, like, you know, got about a 90-degree bend, do the swivel, but you don't actually get a wrist swivel. That's the one thing I would have really, really, really wanted. Now, due to the transformation, I'm not entirely sure how they would have fitted in, but the Siege mold, like for the Tetrajet, actually manages to do that, in spite of the fact that you do have to do the same thing with like compressing the arm and that whole thing. It still manages to keep a wrist swivel, so I'm not sure why they couldn't have tried to work it out here. The other one, the Siege mold, anyhow, also manages to give us a double jointed elbow, which is something I would have really liked as well for this Starscream. This, the stuff from the Tetrajet kind of spoiled me for expecting, better articulation on this figure. Oh well, but other than that, also due to transformation, there is no waist. But I mean, I don't know which Starscreams do have a waist that do copy this mold. I'm pretty sure that the classic Starscream didn't have that, but oh well. The hip skirts, or the crotch plate, or whatever you want to call it, move out of the way for the legs. Let me try and move it up. There we go. If you move it a little bit to the side, then you can get that kick. And back, it kind of gets in the way. This plate here. Yeah, no, can't move it up. Nope. Oh well. Move out. Hold on. Oh well. That's about it, really. That's your lot. Oh well, it's not too bad. See, this is also a thing. Maybe I just didn't do it right, but this kind of likes to unclip itself sometimes. Oh well. Anyway, I thought that this would be a thigh cut, but it's not. This is where you get your thigh swivel, essentially. So this is, here you go, your thigh swivel. You do get your 90 degrees. Not too bad, not too bad. And the feet don't go up. Obviously, they just get stuck down. They do go down. So does the heel. There we go. See, this is what I mean. The wings kind of like move along with the heel, which isn't bad. But, I sometimes find it annoying when I try and transform him again back into his jet mode. That's when it gets a little bit, little iffy. But oh well. You do get your ankle tilt as well. Again, not quite as articulated as I was hoping, but it's not the end of the world, and he looks very, very, very good. Oh my god. If you want something that's similar to a Masterpiece version, but you don't want to pay a Masterpiece price, and you don't want to get a bootleg, because you have more integrity, unlike me, then you should definitely get this guy. He's very nice. Anyway, get the useless size comparisons out of the way. Dollars for Starscream. And he does have that similar thing where, do the cone thing. It's kind of funny because he comes with a cone head. Kind of like, the cone heads and all that. Anyway. Oh, he's like a baby. Very cute. Very, very cute. Move. Here we have the other dollar store Starscream, which is horrendous, by the way. I kind of hate it. And I never bothered to put the null rays on his arms because I just don't like him. He's bad. I don't know. No. Anyway, the size comparison, that does matter, though. There we go. There we are. Thundercracker. Or just the Tetrajet mold. Whatever you want to call it. There go some of the things on my desk falling down because I don't have a whole lot of room to operate. Anywho. Just move you out of the way. Hermione, get out of the shot. Don't be an attention hog. Anywho. Everything's falling. Anyway. I literally just, moved all my crap out of the way to do this review because I was like, oh my god, Starscream, I gotta do a review. That. But as you can see, this is what I mean. He does invoke some, or evoke, I don't know. He does kind of, invoke some feelings of the G1 robot mode, and that's nice. But obviously this one kind of does it perfectly. Again, the one thing I would have wanted is I mean, not really that so much. I'm okay with not living with that, but this, the wrist swivel. If you could have just fit that in, that would have been perfect, honestly. I wouldn't have cared. And they managed to do it with the Siege. I don't know why they didn't do it here. Obviously, to be able to transform this and compress the arm, because they both have to compress their arms, obviously the whole system here to be able to move the hand in, it's very delicate, it's very small, but they did it anyway. I don't know why they didn't do it here. I'm sorry, I'm just complaining all the time. But yeah, he does look good. He's a little shorter, a little bit shorter, but he's not so bad. Anyway, this was Transformers Earthrise Starscream. He is a gorgeous boy. I cannot emphasize that enough. He's beautiful. Like, the one thing that really brings him down is the lack of a wrist swivel. I kind of expected that almost as a standard of this new, I guess, Generations line. And yeah, they didn't really have it here, unfortunately. But that's just one nitpick. He looks fantastic. He goes for about 30. You know, he's a very nice size. I'm sure he pairs nicely with Skyfire or Jetfire. He looks like he would go about to the waist, so it's not bad. But anyhow, I really, really love this guy, in spite of the one shortcoming that he has. So yeah, this is me. I feel like this review was a bit of a victory, wouldn't you say? Anyway, bye bye. See ya. Maybe never.